If you're a bivocational pastor, then this special flash episode is just for you. I'm Pete Mitchell, and in between our regular Church Planter podcast episodes, I'll be bringing you insight and ideas to help our bivo pastors have an easier and more profitable go at it. If you'd like more info on the training program specifically for bivocational pastors, you can check it out at missionbybusiness.com. Hey there, bivo pastor. Pete Mitchell here with another one of my daily flash episodes for you. I want to ask you a question. Who are you selling to? So let me tell you about an experience that I had and why that question works with it really nice. So over the weekend, as I mentioned in one of my videos, I was going to a little thing called Monster Jam. For those of you who don't know what Monster Jam is, that is well, it's a big fun time with those big monster trucks as they, do jumps and flips and spins and crash, right? Everyone wants to see the monster truck crash. I am no exception. Saw 2 crashes. It was great. Both drivers were fine. They're actually kind of used to all that stuff. And what I thought was really interesting, so I took my 8-year-old son to this. It was at Anaheim Stadium where the Angels play. It was sold out. 40,000 people went to go see that. Now, you got to imagine out of a crowd of 40,000, maybe half of them, maybe more than half, were kids, right? Because most people, they have more than one kid. And I mean, certainly around me, people had 4 or 5 kids. Obviously, they were bringing like friends' kids and all that kind of stuff. So there's all these kids there. Now, when you get to the stadium, everything's going to be expensive. Like, it's going to cost a lot of money to park your car, right? So it was literally $25 to park my car. Took forever because it was so packed. In fact, it literally took us 40 minutes to go from the freeway into the parking lot where we could park. And that was about 800 feet. So 40 minutes to go 800 feet. It was kind of crazy. But anyway, we get in there, we finally get into our seats. We're there about 20 minutes late, but it had literally just started right then. So they must anticipate that it's always going to be late because of how many people who are coming. And what I found really interesting was they have this gal who's like a host, and she's doing her little hosting thing. There's always breaks, right? I mean, trucks crash, they got to fix the track, they got to, change out a tire, whatever, right? They're always doing stuff. So when they do these breaks, they have this gal who's a host, and she'll go in and interview the drivers, after the wins and all that kind of stuff. But one of the other things that she does is she does promotions. So the very first promotion, they have it on the big Jumbotron. She's over with a father and son. And she's got this big box, I think, and I'm not 100% sure, I think it's a Lego. It's like a monster truck Lego. And she's promoting this Lego, and then she's telling everyone, hey, you can get this at every major retailer that sells toys. And what does my son do? My 8-year-old son. Dad, I want one of those. Right? So here's the point. What better crowd to market a monster truck toy to than a crowd full of kids at a monster truck rally? So there are 5 groups of people who you can sell to. Everyone always jumps to the cold market. They want to run ads on Facebook, they want to run ads on Google, YouTube, radio, TV, whatever. And there's a time and a place for that. However, the first group you always want to sell are your current clients. And that's what they were doing to us. There's literally no one more current than all of us who were there right then. And then you've got your past clients. So these are people who are not currently a client, but they've bought from you in the past. So in this case, I've gone to a monster truck event in the past. I am a past client. The third group you want to sell to are your prospects. So these are people who know who you are. They are on your list because maybe they've reached out to you at some point in the past, but they have never bought from you. Then the fourth group you want to sell to are joint venture partners clients. So these are other people who have your ideal client. Then the fifth group that you want to sell to are finally the cold market. So what are they doing at this event? They're selling to their current clients. So a little bit more time goes on, and then this gal heads over into the crowd, picks another father and son. Like, that's the big thing, right? That I'm noticing. They're doing father and sons. And I'm thinking, yep, I'm here with my son. I bet you there's a lot of dads here with their sons. And they're like, hey, we're giving you free tickets to Orlando, Florida for the Monster Jam World Finals. Like, that was the big deal. And I remember thinking to myself, okay, if I had to market for Monster Jam and I had to sell tickets to the World Finals of Monster Jam in Orlando, Florida, mind you, that would be really difficult to do if I'm going after the cold market. How am I going to get someone from California to fly out to Orlando? And I'm going to find the person who's going to do that? Well, they wisely realized that, hey, we got 40,000 people here. There's going to be some people here who will actually fly out to Florida to come see the World Finals of Monster Jam. And so they were promoting it, and they're telling us when it is and how we can all get our tickets to go. It's brilliant, right? They're selling their current clients. Then a little bit later, again, she goes into the audience. This time she finds a bigger family. And she says, we're going to be back here in 2 weeks on February 23rd. And we're giving this family right here free tickets so they can come join. And of course, the kids are going crazy, right? They're just so excited that they got free tickets to come back to Monster Jam. The parents are excited too, because now they don't have to pay to go to Monster Jam. So they're kind of excited about it. And they just let 40,000 people in the audience know, hey, you can get tickets to come back in 2 weeks. Who are you selling to? Are you always going after the cold market? Or are you taking advantage of the fact that there are current clients who you could be selling, upselling, cross-selling additional products and services that are valuable to them? I hope you're going after those current clients as well. Now, another thing that they do at Monster Jam, and this I thought was brilliant. So I just did a podcast with Dave Negri. He and I do one called Contractor Secret Weapon. Pretty soon, we're going to be crossing it over to the Thriving Christian Business podcast. And interestingly enough, at Monster Jam, it's the only sporting event that does this. They have the people in the stands vote. So for 2 of the events, there's 3 events total. For 2 of them, the people in the crowd get to vote. What do they think that person should get? So we got a scale of 1 to 10. They have us all go to a website on our phone, and we put in the city code. And then, we go, okay, that was a 2.5. Okay, that was a 5. That was an 8. That was a 10, right? And we get to do it, and we submit the vote, and their system tallies it all, and then the driver gets those points. And that's how the drivers win or lose, is based on what the public think. Did they like all the jumps you did, the flips, the twists, all that stuff that you did in the monster truck, or were they not impressed? And you could certainly tell some of them weren't impressive, and they didn't get good points. And then other times they were really impressive and they got great points. So here's the thing. I get back home and I'm doing this podcast with Dave, and I literally look up the website, and then I do a little weird nerdy thing called looking at the code. I want to see the actual code, because I'm thinking to myself, hey, if I were Monster Jam, I would put pixels on this page. I'd put Facebook and Google. And now I have not just everyone who bought tickets, but everyone who was at the event. Because who didn't buy the tickets? The kids didn't buy the tickets to the event. The parents bought the tickets. But who gets the parents to buy the tickets? It's the kids. So if I get all those kids who all have cell phones to go to this website, and I have my pixel on there, I can now tag them, and I can do something called retargeting. I can then retarget them with Google ads, Facebook ads, Instagram, Snapchat. I don't know if LinkedIn does it, but it wouldn't surprise me. I don't do much on LinkedIn. Bottom line is I can retarget people. I can retarget them very, very effectively, and I can let them know every time I have an event coming up. So I go to the website, and sure enough, they have what's called a Google Tag Manager, which is just a fancy way of taking all this crazy code and putting it in one small little snippet. I guarantee you that's what they're doing. Because why go after the cold market and then go after a warm market and a hot market. I would encourage you in your business, in your Bivo business, and ask yourself, how can I use this? How can I sell my current clients more products and services that'll be of value to them? How can I go back to my past clients and sell them more products and services? How can I go to my prospects? How can I create joint venture partners? And then finally, how can I go after the cold market? If you are a bivocational pastor and you'd like to check out, I put up a free training just for you. It's over at missionbybusiness.com. I'm going to encourage you to go over there quickly and go check out this training that I've got. I think it's going to be of value to you. It's going to be a real big benefit if you're bivocational. It's going to give you some great ideas of what you can do in your own business. And if you don't have a business and you're thinking to yourself, hey, maybe I should find a business, then definitely go over there because I show you how to do what I do, which is basically be a marketing strategist for companies. It's a free training. You can watch the whole thing. If you like what you see at the end, I'll invite you to set a call with me and you and I can talk on the phone and see if it's something right for you. I actually won't take you on into the program on the phone. It's literally an informational call. But first, just go check out the training. So head on over to missionbybusiness.com and check it out. I'll talk to you soon. Take care.